Hello, welcome to another update of the city. Much-ish has changed. For starters, we got a building over here. There's updated exteriors in the docks area. And then an updated interior of the fire station. The mall is starting to get some work done. And then I'm filling out more interior over here for the power generator. Now going back to the docks, you can see that there is more life to it as there's like rocks and algae growing along the side of the docks. Some replacement parts over here as I tried to make it look weathered. There's a guardrail that goes along the perimeter of some of the areas. There's even stairs, which I really enjoyed building, but it took me a while to find the pieces. Anyway, there's buckets of fish and crabs for consumers. I'll add minifigures later though. Heading to the middle area, you'll see that there's a little shop or markets, 2 news stands, and a couple of other stands. I've yet to decide what the stands are going to hold, but there's enough space to put minifigures there. Yeah. This is the flag piece I use. It's 2 flags. It looks like the Black Falcons one. Whatever they're called. Then there's a temporary statue. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but I think it looks kind of nice. And it's supposed to kind of represent like an older version of the Statue of Liberty, as if it's aged more, lost its arms too, I guess. Then we got this cool tree that I built, and there's some shrubbery growing around there. Speaking of shrubbery, there is a couple of other plants growing in between the corner of the power generator and the restaurant. Then there's a couple of tables, and one of the tables has a red cross beam, which was cool to make. I might make it more symmetrical, like the squares of every other building, but I kind of like it. I might even add lights on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And about the whole city in general, because I don't know what to fill in the interior for the mall. But it does have some things. For example, over here there's going to be like a street performer, but inside the mall, and they're going to be singing. Then there's a little desk with a computer stand, and that's like the registry area where you can check in and check out or whatever. And then I started to add guard railings and the stairs to get to the 2nd floor, because it wouldn't make sense to have like a straight wall and then no way of accessing the upper area. Now over at the power generator, there's 2 floors. One is a server bank to hold all the data with 2 cell towers up at top, and then there's just that 180-degree computer with a couple of other consoles available. Then this is the single power line in the city, because I don't have any other power lines, but I think it does look nice with a little warning sign. Don't want any minifigures getting an electric shock. And then there's a little telephone there, kind of hard to put in the camera. But it's one that you might find in a city where you have to like pay a quarter and then you can call. There's 2 benches for the street. Maybe I'll add a bus route, but the city's starting to liven up more. And then these are like the fixed points for the street lights near the archaeology kind of relic shop. I'll get to that soon. Now over here, I finally found the ladder for the second floor. And then over here, it's a little training area or update area where the firefighters may receive updates about, oh yeah, where is there a fire in the city? And then they'll go to it and put the fire out. Now on to one of the main events, the archaeology shop, which is the new building I built. I tried to make it so that it has like the wedges you might see, like shingles or something on a pagoda. But then over here we have demon-ish horns or some other kind of just aesthetic design to make it look nicer. I don't know what you want to call it. But the majority of the build is tan and brown, and I tried to use a lot of things to vary up to make it look less like a square. Now for the interior, when you first enter in the door over here, you'll be greeted by the shopkeeper with a coffee mug. And then there's a bunch of archaeology things, and then famous people. These two paintings are from the 2010 Harry Potter castle. There's a sarcophagus, an eternal flame in the center, that little thing. And then, working my way around, you can see there's gems on the ceiling. I couldn't place one here because the sarcophagus wouldn't let me, as it takes up too much space, so I might just replace it with a normal 1x1, but whatever. And then there's a rack of fancy weapons, even the sword of Gryffindor, all again from the 2010 Harry Potter castle set. And then overall, the whole city is growing as there's more things that make it seem more like a city and less like a bunch of buildings everywhere. And then speaking of livelihood, there's a little street that'll go around. And then if I can get more table space like the table over there, then I can expand outwards and make it look a lot cleaner. Thank you for watching.